Hello students and everybody watching the video. Thanks for the enthralling response you gave in the first video I posted on interview and introduction of yours. Now today we are going to discuss about another topic of very keen importance, that is group discussion while you are in an interview. Now, group discussion. What do you mean by group discussion? And what is an interview? And why it is very important to learn the techniques of group discussion when you appear for an interview. Now, let me answer this to you. Interview is a juncture, is a situation in life, is an experience of life where you wish and where you need to express yourself in the best of your potential and your expertise. Now, how you are supposed to express yourself or how you are given a platform to express yourself is something very important. How it comes to you? It comes to you after a lot of educational and professional experience which you have already gathered during your university, college life, school life, where you have learnt a lot, many things. Now all these things are supposed to be brought together and expressed in the best manner while in an interview to get a job. Of course, to get a job is a potentially tougher task than anything else a person faces in life. Now, for a job, you need an interview. For an interview, you need to pass through one of the important areas of interview conduction, that is group discussion. Now, if I'm talking about group discussion, let me tell you, while in the process of filtration, if a company has 500 or 1,000 candidates applying for a job where 100 vacancies are there or 200 vacancies are there, the ratio is 10:90. 90% of the people would be rejected and 10% will be given the preference. Now, how come these 10% people will be selected? Sometimes it happens like initial process of filtration involves selecting some of the resumes which are of good quality, again according to the needs of the institution or the organization you have applied for, the qualification they want or the kind of experience they want. If you lack in that or if you are way ahead of that, they may filter your resume and will not keep it into further considerations. Some other time it happens like even after the basic filtration process of resume, there are many candidates who are left to be filtered, and there is no other easy process than to organize a group discussion. So overall personality of yourself is expressed while you are into a group discussion. Now, how to appear for a group discussion or how to go for a group discussion? As I said that while you appear for an interview, this group discussion becomes an important thing. Now, don't consider it only required during the interview processes only. It may be required and it is required when you go and appear for a quality institution. They may ask you to appear for a group discussion. Some other time when you are studying and in your classroom session, you are supposed to appear for a group discussion to express your personality, to express your communication expertise. So altogether, this particular thing will be there with you, for you throughout your life. Even if you are having a discussion with the family members, that's a part of a group discussion. You must never have thought of it. Again, if you are traveling somewhere, especially in train, you will not get this opportunity right at this moment because of the lockdown. But of course, after the lockdown, if you are going to some place and if you are accompanied with other passengers in the same bogie, in the same berth, you generally love to communicate with them because it's a long howly journey where you need to have some companion around, and the best companion can be your co-passengers. So you start talking on certain topics, and that takes a shape of a group discussion. May not be that moderate in nature, or may not be that professional in nature, but it is a kind of a group discussion. Now, appearing for a group discussion, preparation, how you need to prepare yourself for a group discussion. Let me tell you, there is no possible point to go. Number one, number two, number three, number four in a group for preparing yourself for a group discussion. There is no point-wise theory for this. But anyways, remember one thing, you need to assemble a lot of confidence and inculcate it from in within, and to be very positive with your mind frame at least 1 or 2 days earlier before the interview or before appearing for that particular group discussion. You need to meet positive people around, and you need not to have much of a hangout with negative people. At the same time, you need to go through lot of the topics which are very recent and which deals with the current affairs. So be involved in registering yourself to the important things which are very relevant. Like if you'll talk in today's context, coronavirus is one of the major topic of discussion. Apart from that, if you'll talk about the role of China in spreading coronavirus and how India is tackling this particular pandemic thing, and again how world looks at it, how it is going to affect the economy. So it is giving birth to a lot many topics. See what happens, like we people, I'm going a little away from this particular topic, but I need to mention this. Like what happens, people generally don't know these words when it doesn't come to them actually, right? Like the word recession, it was not known to you earlier, but after it happened, everybody knew what is recession, right? After that, in the Modi government, we had a new kind of a thing called demonetization. So this word was again not known to you, but it came to you all of a sudden. Same as such, recently you are hearing the word lockdown, you are hearing the word this quarantine, you are hearing the word isolation. So these are the words which are coming to you after say about the occurrences which is very relevant, which is very current, and which is something which you are witnessing. So why wait for such occurrences to come? Why not to improve your vocabulary in advance? Now getting back to the topic, group discussion, vocabulary again becomes very important. Now for a specific kind of a company, you need to have a set of vocabulary prepared in your mind and practiced. Now only preparing it will not do, you'll have to practice it. And how come you'll be practicing those vocabulary? You'll be bringing them into practical uses. Like if I give you a word gratification, gratification means being satisfied, being happy about something. After you get something from someone and you feel very good about it, you are gratified, you show your gratification to the person. Now when you hear this word, the simple replacement is satisfaction. But when you hear this word, and if you want to keep it into your vocabulary list that comes out of your mouth every time, you need to remember that this is to be used in some or the other sentences in your day-to-day life. Like if you ask your father for a 500 rupee note, और पापा आज बड़े मूड में है, बहुत खुश है, उन्होंने 1000 रुपए आपको निकाल करके दे दिए, तो you can say, Dad, I am super gratified with what you did today, right? And if you are traveling in an auto और बगल में एक मोटी सी आंटी बैठ जाए, बहुत मोटी सी, और उनको बोलोगे सरकने के लिए, तो they will not move even an inch. I am very sure, because they find themselves very comfortable. अब तो बैठ गए भैया, अब तो हम नहीं पाएंगे. So when you ask them कि थोड़ा सा सरकिए, what they will actually do is वो ऊपर का शरीर हिला लेंगे, आप परेशान रहेंगे. और कई बार मेरे साथ ऐसे ऑटो में हुआ है, मैं आधा बार सुपरमैन की तरह उड़ते हुए जा रहा हूँ, right? So it happens that you get some auntie who really supports you and tries to push herself a little bit, move a bit, and then you get some space to sit on. Then you can really say that I'm really gratified, you saved my life. So when you use these words 2 or 3 times in practical life, or even if you are thinking about that word in practical situations, it will become a part of your vocabulary. Now improve your vocabulary, have a positive mindset, know about the current affairs. That's all you need to do before you appear for a group discussion. Now group discussion, when we actually are into a discussion, or when we are sitting in front of the panel with a lot of participants around, we generally get confused, like what we should begin with, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. So I'm going to give you a brief about it. When you appear for a discussion, see, sit upright, don't be stiff, be very confident, have a bit of a smile on your face, and when you are entering the discussion room, and if you see the panelists sitting there, please greet them with a smile on your face, like the smile I'm having at the moment. Anyways, now after you greet those people, you'll be given a place to sit in. Definitely you'll have to select your own chair. Now again, the chairs will be either in the round pattern, or the chair may be on both sides, and there must be a center table, and in front or the facing would be the jury members, or the people who are conducting this particular group discussion. Don't get worried about where I need to sit. Sit anywhere. It doesn't define your chance of speaking. It doesn't define your position in the discussion. You can sit behind the participants also. What you need to be active at is being very presentable, being very present, being very proactive and conscious when the group discussion starts. Now the interviewer or the person, the panelist or the jury will give you a topic to discuss upon. And before that, in almost every place you will be either provided with a notebook and a pen, or a piece of paper and a pen to jot down important points. And for that you will be given 1 or 2 minutes before you actually start to speak. Now, while those 2 minutes are given to you, don't ever over boost yourself, or don't show that you are overconfident and you know everything about the topic and you are not supposed to write anything or jot down anything on that piece of paper. Remember, that piece of paper, that notebook may be collected by the jury for further references. So please do write all the points which is coming to your mind within those 2 minutes. Now, what generally students do as a mistake is what they think and what is mistaken by them is we need to be an initiator while we are into a group discussion. What happens, let me tell you, if a girl is participating in a group discussion and say the topic is about Indian cricketers, lions at home and lamb abroad. तो क्रिकेट के बारे में लड़कियां जानती कितना है? Most of the girls don't know about cricket because they are not interested in it. Even my sister doesn't know about cricket. So what happens, like they get jammed. They lose their confidence that, oh my God, what will I speak about this particular topic? Please hold yourself, hold your nerves, and it is not a compulsion to initiate a talk in a group discussion or to speak first in a group discussion. It is never required. Please remember that that notebook and that pen is going to be with you till the end of the discussion. So let others to initiate who know about this particular topic or who think that they are confident enough to speak about it. Please jot down the points and try to be the invader into concluding that discussion, because as I already said in my first lecture that one that ends well is always well. Ant bala to sab bala. So remember this particular fact that you don't need to initiate a group discussion. You need to conclude it. You need to end it. And how come you'll be ending it? You'll be ending it with a positive note, with all the ideas collected from rest of the contestants or participants. But again remember that don't wait till the end of the interview that you will only be concluding. While the discussion is on, after you have jotted down a couple of points, try and intrude, and please be very sober while you are intruding into the discussion. Now, discussion, it is a discussion, it's not a debate. This is again very important thing to be kept in mind. What is the difference between a discussion and a debate? How group discussion is different from a debate? Group discussion is different from a debate because it speaks of reaching to a common goal, reaching to a conclusion by the end of it. You are not supposed to say to the other participants that sorry, I disagree with you, or you can never say you are wrong. You are not supposed to say this to me or say about this topic like this. You are never supposed to contradict anybody or to have a fight. It's not a parliament running. Remember that you need to have a participation on the same platform wherein you are supposed to express your ideas and expand and maneuver the idea and let others to speak about it too, right? Don't come in front, एकदम बीच पे आ गए और बोले कि नहीं ये तो बिल्कुल गलत बोल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा डिस्कशन नहीं होगा. Don't ever do this. आप याद रखें, ग्रुप डिस्कशन का मतलब ये है कि आपने एक टॉपिक पर बोलना है और बहुत सारे आइडियाज आने के बाद भी एक कॉमन गोल पे पहुंचना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if I propose to you that let's start a coaching institution in Ranchi, और हम इंग्लिश पढ़ाते हैं, या लेट्स स्टार्ट अ कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन इन छत्तीसगढ़ और उड़ीसा और इन यूपी और इन सम अदर प्लेसेस, राइट? यू विल अगेन से टू मी कि सर यही जगहों के नाम क्यों लेते हैं. सी, मेरे टीचिंग का दो इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. एक तो मैं पढ़ाते हुए कुछ देखना पसंद नहीं करता हूँ. आई डोंट कैरी अ बुक, आई डोंट कैरी नोट्स, आई डोंट लव टू हैव PPTs. That's why I am coming without a PPT in this particular lecture. Number one thing. And number two is I don't want to teach in a place where the students are already accomplished enough. मैं ऐसे जगहों में पढ़ाना चाहता हूँ जहाँ पर मेरे टीचिंग का एक इम्पैक्ट बने और बच्चे कुछ सीखें, इम्प्रूव करें. और बने को बनाना कौन सी बड़ी बात है. जो बने नहीं हैं, जिनके मन में डर है कि उनको अच्छा होना है, तो उनको बना दूं तो मेरे लिए अचीवमेंट होगा. और यहाँ पे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा सुनता हूँ टीचर्स से कि अरे ये बैच बड़ा ख़राब है, ये स्टूडेंट बड़ा ख़राब है. एक्चुअली स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट बैड, बैचेस आर नॉट बैड. इट्स द बैड टीचर हु मेक्स द बैड स्टूडेंट. इफ़ यू आर अ गुड टीचर, बहुत इनडिसिप्लिन वाले बैचेस में घुसा हूँ और बदतमीज़ लोगों की बैचेस में घुसा हूँ, लेकिन आज भी वो बच्चे मिलते हैं तो पैर छू करके और सर झुका करके मुझसे बात करते हैं. बिकॉज अ रियल टीचर इज वन हु अंडरस्टैंड्स द एक्चुअल जीन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट. उनकी एक्चुअल परेशानी समझता है, उनको उनकी भाषा में समझाता है, उनकी भाषा में पढ़ाता है. एनीवेज, गेटिंग बैक टू द टॉपिक, तो हम बात कर रहे थे कि ग्रुप डिस्कशन में हमें फाइट नहीं करना है, हमें कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट नहीं करना है, हमें अपोज नहीं करना है, हमें कॉमन सॉल्यूशंस तक पहुंचना है. तो एक कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट मैंने स्टार्ट करनी है. मैंने ये प्रपोजल दिया टू मेनी ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स एंड आई आस्क्ड फॉर देयर kind of a response about it, or how can I develop this institution, how can I promote this institution. I wanted their feedback about it, or I wanted their suggestions about it. Now everybody came up with their individual idea. किसी ने बोला सर पैम्पलेट छपवा दीजिए, किसी ने बोला न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड दे दीजिए, किसी ने बोला बाकी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस के साथ एक पार्टनरशिप कर लीजिए. So everybody came up with multiple ideas and ultimately I melted down to a conclusion कि अभी ये दो चीजें करते हैं. So this is all about group discussion. Group discussion is never about talking about a certain aspect and going for or against it. You need to go with the need of the hour. Now, अब ग्रुप डिस्कशन में नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या करना है. आपको इनिशिएट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैंने पहले समझा दिया आपको. सेकंड चीज जो आपको ध्यान रखना है और बहुत अच्छे तरीके से ध्यान रखना है, दैट व्हेन यू आर इनटू अ ग्रुप डिस्कशन आप हमेशा एक्सप्रेसिव रहेंगे, पार्टिसिपेटिव रहेंगे, प्रेजेंटेबल रहेंगे. यू आर नॉट सपोज टू शो योरसेल्फ बीइंग एब्सेंट while you are into that particular discussion. Now present कैसे रहेंगे? चेहरे पे एक्सप्रेशन रखेंगे. जो लोग आप अगर नहीं बोल रहे, कोई और बोल रहा है, तो you need to pay attention to that particular person. Show your affirmativeness to the person so that you are involved and you are listening to them. Again, look at the jury for their kind of an expression which they are delivering. So be very active. Then again, the second thing which comes in mind is group discussions तो चल रहा है सर. When should I speak and when should I end? Conclude करने का opportunity पूरे crowd में एक कोई मिलेगा, वो मेरा स्टूडेंट होगा डेफिनेटली. Anyways, अब बीच में क्या बोले और क्या ना बोले, कैसे बोले और कैसे ना बोले, this is again very very important. What to speak, what not to speak, when to speak, when not to speak. See, do not intersect the statement of any other participant. Do not intersect means if he is speaking or she is speaking in a flow, let them first complete their sentences. It happens like मेरे दिमाग में तो एक idea आ गया, I'll immediately speak. Don't do that. Listen to the person, let him settle down, let him take the rest, and then you start. When you are agreeing or disagreeing to an opinion by a person, use wise statements to speak about it. I said wise statement. Yes sir, this is your opinion. I'd love to add some more to it. Sir, I have never heard of it in some sense. I differ with the opinion and I'd love if you listen to it. Never say no, this is a wrong thing to say or your opinion does not stand anywhere. Don't do this when you are into a group discussion. Now, again, once being aware about the topic, you need to take a pause, calm your mind, and when you are speaking out, please have a constructive sentence ready with you. Constructive sentence means a sentence which has a finesse to it, which has a completeness to it. And please remember to greet the person when you initiate that discussion. Now, once the discussion is over, you need to thank everybody sitting in the panel. At the same time, you need to go and greet everybody individually, speak to them, and definitely provide some introduction of yours to them. So that will conclude your discussion. Thank you. Hope to see you in the very next video of mine, where I'll speak about some other topics in some other ways. Take care, have a nice day, and enjoy yourself.